Hi everyone, I'm Mary with MaryGreeley News. Thank you very much for joining me. A simulation of a dead man created by artificial intelligence addressed his killer in an Arizona court this month, in what appears to be the first of such kind incident in a U.S. courtroom. Made by his family, an AI-generated avatar of Christopher Pelkey spoke in Maricopa County Superior Court on May 1st, as a judge prepared to sentence Gabriel Paul Horcasitas for shooting and killing Pelkey in a 2021 road rage incident. Stacy Wells spent 2 years working on the victim's impact statement she planned to give in court after her brother was shot to death in a 2021 road rage incident. But even after all that time, Wells felt her statement wouldn't be enough to capture her brother, Christopher Pelkey's humanity and what he would have wanted to say. So Wells decided to let Pelkey give the statement himself with the help of artificial intelligence. She and her husband created an AI-generated video version of Pelkey to play during his killer's sentencing hearing earlier this month that read a recreation of Pelkey's own voice, a script that Wells wrote. In it, the AI version of Pelkey expressed forgiveness to the shooter, something Wells said she knew her brother would have done, but she wasn't ready to do that herself. The only thing that kept entering my head that I kept hearing was Chris and what he would say, Wells told the local news agency. I had to very carefully detach myself in order to write this on behalf of Chris, because what he was saying is not necessarily what I believed, but I know it's what he would think. Paul Grimm, a Duke University School of Law professor and a former district court judge in Maryland, said, "These kinds of technologies have tremendous impact to persuade and influence, and we're always going to have to be balancing whether or not it is distorting the record upon which the jury or the judge has to decide in a way that makes it an unfair advantage for one side or the other." Judge Todd Lang of Maricopa County Superior Court ultimately sentenced Pelkey's killer, Gabriel Horcasitas, to 10.5 years for manslaughter, although the state had asked only for 9.5 years, and 12.5 years in total, including an endangerment charge. Pelkey's autopsy photos and surveillance video of his death were shown during the trial, Wells said. But after a jury found Horcasitas guilty of reckless manslaughter, Wells wanted the judge to see what Pelkey was like when he was alive during the sentencing hearing. Wells and her husband, Tim Wells, work in tech. She said that they had previously created AI video replicas of former CEOs and founders to speak at company conferences. So they decided in the weeks leading up to the sentencing hearing to try replicating Pelkey the same way. Judges are increasingly facing decisions about AI roles in the courtroom, including whether it should have one at all. In a separate case in New York last month, an appellate judge quickly shut down an attempt by a plaintiff to have an AI-generated avatar argue his case, without first clarifying that it was not a real person. And just last week, a federal judicial panel advanced a draft rule that would require AI-generated evidence to meet the same reliability standards as evidence from a human expert witnesses, according to a Reuters report. So what are your thoughts? He ended up with more time than what the prosecutor was asking for. Please put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, times are changing. Gotta keep up with this stuff. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you all. Bye.